Hi everybody, welcome back to Origami Twist. I'm Jen, and today we're going to make a project for the 4th of July. That's right, Independence Day in America. And basically that means barbecues and parties with your friends and all kinds of fun stuff, right? Well, what party would be complete without cubes? What? No, it's not just any cube. This cube is actually a water balloon that you make out of paper. All you're going to need for this is a square piece of paper. Ideally somewhere between 6 inches and about, I guesstimated, this is about 8.5 inches. You can use an A4 or an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. All you have to do is take one corner, bend it down, and then cut off the extra, and you'll end up with a square, see? You can use a similar technique and cut a piece of newspaper out. If you're thinking that you'll be throwing these water balloons outdoors and you don't want to pick up all the pieces after, newspaper is a great one because it biodegrades really easily. And, so you end up with some compost as well. It's all good. Or if you want to use these just for fun, just to make little cubes, you could use your traditional origami paper. That's it. Okay, when you're ready, let's get started. What you need is a 6 to 8 inch square of paper, and you are going to make 2 valley folds in an X shape. So, corner to corner, and then open your page up, turn it, and do corner to corner. So you make an X. Now if you're doing this with designed paper, just make sure that the colored side is on the bottom for that step. The next step, once you have folded corner to corner and then corner to corner again, is to turn the paper over. And as you can see from the dotted line here, fold edge to edge. If you've watched Origami Twist videos before, you know I call that the hot dog fold. That's not its that is not its technical term, but it does look a bit like a hot dog bun. Perfect for the 4th of July, right? Now that you've folded that edge to edge, unfold, and you are going to collapse the design. So what that means is take your horizontal fold like this and put the 2 edges, push them together, and the creases that you've already made, and then press them together this way. I'll show you that from the top. Collapse these and collapse these in and press them together. And that will collapse the shape for you. Now that you've collapsed it, this shape is actually called the water bomb base. So basically, because it is the base for making the water bomb, they call it the water bomb base. The next step is to take you'll see you have 2 flaps there. You take the bottom left-hand corner and match it up with the top corner and crease. Like so. So once again, bottom left-hand corner, match it up with your top point there, or corner, and crease. You're going to do that again on the other side. So bottom right-hand corner this time, up to the top, and crease. Now as you can see here, that's where the folds are, the dotted line. Now turn your paper over and do the same thing again. Bottom left-hand corner, up to the top, or to the point at the top. Bottom right-hand corner, up to the top. So that's what it looks like from the top, the front. The other side is exactly the same, and the bottom. Okay, next step. So remember, you have 2 flaps here. The top flap is going to fold first. The left hand point is going to go in and meet the middle. Now this creates two parallel lines. This fold and the center line should be parallel to each other. So once again, corner in to touch the center, making sure that this fold and crease here matches the middle one. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Point into the center, making sure that this crease here is parallel with the center. And turn your paper over. And as you can see from the folds there, we're doing the same thing again. Point into the center, crease, making sure they're parallel. And the lovely part is you've already done the other side, so they just have to match. And do the same again on this side. So right point into the center, crease, and the two creases should match. And next. Okay, next step. To make the water bottom a little bit neater, you're actually going to tuck these flaps into here. But if you'll notice, it's not the right shape to fit into the little pocket that's been created by these flaps. So an easy way to make it fit is to fold along this crease here that's already been created, and then fold this crease along this line here back in. So once again, fold down against this crease here and then back in to make a new little flap. You're going to take that flap and tuck it into the little pouch that's been made in the last fold. You get to do it 3 more times, so we'll do that again. Except this time it's the mirror image. That flap is going to fold against this line, over to the side. You can see my dotted line. It's now going to fold back in this way. The nice thing about this is that the lines are pretty much already set up for you, because this flap that you brought in, provided these two are parallel of course, is the guide. You just lean it against it, crease it, and then bring it back, making sure the line matches. So you've got the guide already. You just have to follow the lines. Now open up that little pocket and slide your new tab in. There, nice and neat. Turn it over and do the same thing. I'm going to speed this up, but you can always go back to the flap section that I did on this side one more time and watch it again. No harm done in watching it more than once, that's for sure. Okay, so here we go. There we go. All 4 flaps are neatly tucked in. That's what the top looks like. The 2 sides. Remember, you've got this flap here and this flap here, and of course the bottom. Ready for the next step. Well, I have to say, compared to the last step, this one is super easy. All you have to do is fold this little triangle bit, you'll see the dotted lines again, fold this little triangle bit in here, and it'll actually fit just like a puzzle. See that? Easy. Fold it this way, turn it over, fold it the other way, making sure that this crease is really, 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 really well creased, okay? That will help it to expand when we get to the next stage. Okay, so you do that, turn it over, and then crease the other side on both sides, just making sure that it's super well creased. Now, for the next step, I'm actually going to go back to a view of my face and show you how to turn it into a water balloon. It's a little nerve-wracking being this close to the camera, so please excuse any flaws. All right, here we go. We're going to blow up the water bomb, or at least expand the water bomb. You've made sure those pieces are really well creased. You're going to put your finger in between the 2 triangles and your other index finger in between the 2 triangles and pinch down. Okay? Now obviously that one's closed, And that one, see, I'm looking in the little screen here, so forgive me not looking at you. That one has a hole in it. What you need to do is put it against your lips and blow into it like you would a water balloon. And while you do that, you're going to press this end gently towards yourself. Now the key here is gently. Otherwise you'll collapse the balloon. It is made out of paper after all. You ready? In order to utilize your water balloon as a water balloon, you need a measuring cup. I'm using the cup that came with my iron because it has a nice little point on it. You fill it up with water. Now it will get wet really quickly, so make sure you throw it as soon as you fill it up. If you're doing a water balloon fight, make sure both teams have a cup to fill with because you need to throw it immediately after filling it. I hope you have a great time and happy 4th of July.